I'm asking everybody to please support this video, share the video, like the video, comment. Please tell me what you think. This is our game. We have to support it, okay? The first one got localized for the United States last year. It got some good support. I know me and my brothers were on there. This game got even more upgrades. So we all know Toukiden was our type of monster hunter. We also know the other three cornerstones of the hunter formula for the PS Vita. That's God Eater, Freedom Wars, and Soul Sacrifice. Toukiden is the fourth one. So we have four hunter style games exclusive to the Vita. Now, two of them are coming to the PS4. That was Toukiden last year, and that was also God Eater. So Toukiden has changed the hunter formula by not making the game section based anymore. The game is now open world. Wherever you see, you can run to. Also, you can save the game wherever you want. I'm outside of this house for one of the characters in the story, and I can immediately leave out of the game. I need to leave out of the game so I can tell you one thing. I've played this game longer than you guys have played Quantum Break. And that's just if there's any Xbox fans planning to give me a lot of dislikes on this review. Also, Quantum Break has a lower Metacritic score than Ratchet and Clank. The embargo was lifted for the reviews of Ratchet and Clank today, and Ratchet and Clank is shitting all over Quantum Break. So not only is Quantum Break getting shitted on in reviews, but a demo. I've played a expansive open world demo with over 5 different sets of armor and weapons. It's open world, online 4-player co-op than what we have experienced in Quantum Break. For those of you guys that still have an Xbox One and try to enjoy whatever games they have. So I saved out here. I appeared back out here. 11 hours into this one. My other profile was 9 hours, as you saw. I didn't like the way my character looked. I picked white hair and it looked like Cloud Strife, and I really that's just not how I even semi look. So the game's open world. We went up there. The village. Let me see. I'm trying to not get turned around so much. Over on the same side, if you walk through the village enough, you have NPCs all over the place that you could talk to. You know, not just a few of them you could talk to. Every one of them has dialogue now. Just running through their little town. You know, this is a different clan of the same village, and you can walk up here and just run through and see. And it's just crazy. The game has done good for itself. They have really expanded on a hunter formula. It still has the hunter properties. It still has 4-player online co-op. It's just more open now. So you can see I'm running through the water and shit. This is all attached to the same village. Now I've charted this demo already, and there's at least 3 other villages. They're locked behind a gate, but you can clearly see behind it, and you can see little portions of these huge villages that you probably got to have to do different stuff in the story or different side quests to unlock. You might even need to wear the same armor as those factions. So this will be the area where you set up a mission over here. You would talk to this person and start setting up missions. This is all a part of the demo. There was these missions I've done already. I didn't do these boss missions. Not that I can't. These 2 I've already fought. This one I fought and we beat, but that was co-op. So I'm not going to really do a lot of that right now. But I've already fought. I saw another boss. And there's some other ones too, some newer ones that we haven't ever saw. So now you have the graveling hook arm. So if I wanted to jump all the way down, I could. Uh, Let me tell you a story about that shadow of the spider you're seeing. I went over there, all the way over there. You probably can't see. And I fucked with that spider. I went to the spider's web and I fucked with him and I ran away. And he is waiting. This was about 20 minutes ago when that happened. And the AI is smart to be here. and ready to fight. So yeah, we're gonna fight this spider. As you can see, it's open world. He was waiting for me. The AI was smart. I went and fucked with him. He was waiting for me at the edge of that cliff, at the bottom of the edge of the cliff. We're gonna fuck the spider up once again. Um, there's a semi ring around this big portion where we're fighting the spider. Still no loading screens, but if you want to escape, you just head towards the edge of the red ring and you keep walking towards it until the escape meter fills up and you can successfully escape from him. But he will chase you down, so it's better to kick his ass than let him come back. Not today. So he's fairly easy to beat. My character I've been maxing out. Once again, I know it's crazy, but this is a Japanese game. I can't speak Japanese. I haven't learned it. But I'm playing the shit out of this game. I've used Google Translate probably 3 different times only to find out what materials I needed to complete this armor set. And I was so proud of the armor set, and then when I hopped online I found out that there was other bosses that I haven't even unlocked in the story mode if people have those armor sets. So I'm pretty sure there's about 8 different armor sets on this demo alone, and probably an equal amount of weapon sets. Now there's different weapons here. There's bow and arrows. There's a new chain whip. There's a sword and shield. There's the long sword. This is a very expansive demo, and it's open world with 4-player online co-op. So I'm gonna let them see if they can fuck him up. This motherfucker had pieces. I'm hoping that this guy's fucking him up. Did he get his body parts back? I'm gonna have to activate this mode. Can I activate it? They're not letting me activate it. Oh, once again, you have the spirit perks. These different spirits you can equip to your weapon and armor. The more you carry them on the journey with you, the more they level up. So that's pretty interesting. They're still here. So there's a lot of similarities to Toukiden and Kiwami. There's a lot of stuff that carried over. There's even some of the armor sets that are very familiar that you achieve from these different monsters like the spider. Which the spider is still a boss, by the way. He seems oh god, he seems a tad easy, because just like I said, because I've leveled up so much on this game. And you can see he went all the way up there and shit. It used to just be an even playing field on Toukiden and Kiwami if there was no platforms or anything to jump to or climb up. Now you have it, and the monsters are following that. I don't want to waste a lot of your time because I want to get to this next town, and then I want to go past that next town and keep going. And it sounds like a lot because it is a lot. Even for a demo. Yes, this is a demo. I did not buy the full game because the full game doesn't come out until June in Japan. But they have the demo on the Japanese store, and of course, whatever you do on the demo, you can carry over to the final game. And I can understand why they would want that, because how long this fucking demo is. We beat him. I thought it was going to take even longer, but we beat that fucker. Wow. Good shit, team. So this was just an NPC from the story mode that helped. We're actually just going to keep going. Let's see. There's a cave. I know there's a lot to here, and I don't want to feel like I'm doing a walkthrough for you guys, but there's just so much. I believe there's like a cave, or there was a cave or something. Is it not over here? It's somewhere else. There was a cave entrance, and I think it's up there. So once again, you can use this grappling hook to get to high places. Yeah, the cave entrance was here, right? Let me pick that up. I'm going to go into the cave a little bit, come out, and then I'm going to go to the next village. Because, like I said, I don't want this review to be too long because I gotta make a call to PlayStation. There's a download error on my Ratchet and Clank preload. I've been trying to get in contact with Insomniac on Twitter. I tweeted them multiple times. So I just want to let you know that this cave is very expansive, but we're not gonna go through it. We're gonna leave out of the fucking cave. Once again, we went to a whole brand new area that in the old Toukiden, it would have been a whole new map where you would have had to suffer through a loading screen. However short, it doesn't matter. You would have had to suffer through it. This is the next generation of gaming, and even if you have a handheld that's new, like Nintendo does with the 3DS, it should have enough power like the PS Vita to have good graphics and be able to do open world. So the PS3 and the PS Vita are also getting this game. That makes the community even bigger. So that means a lot of different hunters are going to be together again. Once again, the cornerstones of the PS Vita Hunter are Freedom Wars, Soul Sacrifice, God Eater, and of course Toukiden. We have 4 hunters compared to only one Monster Hunter on the 3DS systems. And I'm not knocking them. I started out with Monster Hunter, 2005 on a Vita? I'm not fighting you. Where's that fucking village I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. Once again, it's like there's so many different monsters and shit all out here, but you know what? I might as well fight them. We're only 11 minutes in. I captured this before, and Elgato captured that shit, and I don't know why they captured it in 720p on an Elgato, but I did a whole full 27-minute review of this game, and I now have to do it all over again because the Elgato wanted to capture it in 720p. I want to capture it in 1080p. Now, I'm not sure what the resolution or frame rate is in this game. The frame rate is clearly not silky smooth because I played silky smooth 60 frames per second games recently. So I would say that the frame rate is 30 and the resolution might be 900p or 1080p. It's open world. It's new for them. It's new for any hunter genre, any hunter franchise. And a lot of people are saying the holdbacks are the Vita and the PS3. I definitely believe that to be true. But there's more people that play hunter games on the PS4 than let's just say would play them on the PS3 because there wasn't a lot that went over there. So I'm guessing in the United States this game is only going to come to the PS4 and the PS Vita because Toukiden and Kiwami only came to the PS4 and PS Vita. We're almost about to beat this guy, hopefully. We got him? Okay, we're gonna move the fuck on. Okay, we got this. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. This is just a small little rest stop right here. They still have the prayer things. So I'm not sure if I went over collectible. They have collectibles in this game which have the same symbol that's on the back of my shield, and they're like spinning around or something. You know, like they're just classic collectibles that used to be in the old school games. And then they have these. I found one here and another one by the Spider Beach. That's to the left of us if we were leaving before we came here. So this is a whole new area. Once again, no loading screen. You just see the title that you're in a new area. Almost along the lines of Zelda to a degree. But once again, no loading screens, no black screens, none of that shit. So we're just gonna get up out of here. From what I can see also, and I don't know why I didn't say it earlier, but I'm trying to wrap this up as fast as possible because I gotta make a call to PlayStation about the preload for Ratchet and Clank because I'm gonna try my best to get Ratchet and Clank gameplay up to you guys in a timely fashion tomorrow. Not gonna do a full review, not gonna do any walkthroughs. I just want to show off some stuff. I'm gonna be rendering the game in 1080p 60 frames, even though the game is 1080p 30. That's what I'm gonna be rendering in. So These are teleport stones now. There are some stones that look exactly like this that are in town that you can start the online co-op from. This one acts as a teleport stone and a purity stone. So I had to fight a boss monster or a group of monsters. Once I beat them, this was a safe spot. Outside of the safe spot, your meter continues to go around that circle around the map, and you will be poisoned to death once it reaches all the way around. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's something completely new. Um, I don't know who or how many people will even think that this is not Toukiden 2, but it is. Um, I just want to pause it for you and let you know. This is Toukiden 2. It has a 2 behind the name. I just want to get something straight real quick. We're going to go to Toukiden Kiwami. This is Toukiden Kiwami. It has no 2. Kiwami does not stand for 2. Okay, this is Toukiden Kiwami. And what we're playing over here is Toukiden 2, the real sequel. Toukiden Kiwami is just Toukiden 1 with more content after Chapter 8. So just in case you guys needed some clarification on that. I'm not trying to troll anybody with Toukiden Kiwami gameplay and say that, oh, this is Toukiden Kiwami, but I'm going to put Toukiden 2 review up there. No. There's a lot of YouTubers that were doing that last year, and they had no clue that it was just Toukiden 1 with more content after Chapter 8, but that's what it was. So, I've explored this on the first try for the review. There's a lot on Toukiden 2 now, like open worlds, collectibles, so much mystery, so many places to find. If you want to try to get to a higher spot, which we're not trying to do that right now because this is just a basic review, um, what what you would do is use your grappling hook arm, as you know. Okay, you know what? I'm not really liking that. That wasn't nice. You shouldn't have did that. As you can see, there's some similar monsters, but then again, they're not some similar monsters. So here's another save spot. This is where I ended my last review, and I got here in record time. I got here in 27 minutes. Now I made it here in 17 minutes. So we're gonna go save. We're gonna go over there. It's like when you're in this, the light brights up and it looks better. Um, as you can see, this is a new character. He has a chain whip. That's a new weapon. The sword and shield, also a new weapon. The shield has a blade underneath. So it's more or less like a transforming weapon. Now, I believe there's a way to use the shield to block, but I haven't found out, and I'm not a very defensive person. Um, but I would like to use it to block attacks. I really, really, truly would. But you can see the sword and shield is clearly a new um, weapon type. Now this is a more advanced sword and shield. The other one was just a wooden shield with a normal, no design, basic sword. So we're gonna keep running and see what we're gonna keep finding in this demo review, which is turning out to be like a walkthrough of sorts, but once again, no loading screens. Now my character seems to be getting heavy, and it just doesn't look good for us. Now the poison is wrapping up even faster, and we're gonna have to try to get the fuck up out of this area before it wraps up too fast before we die. That shit's ramping up real fast. We're gonna try to get our asses back. So it was clearly messing with something on the stamina side. Uh, okay. We found another one of these things. I wasn't trying to find that. I was trying to go back to the teleport stone, but it looks like we just don't have the material, or like, I don't know. We don't have the equipment to travel that far or whatever. I don't know. It's only a limited amount that I can read for this stuff, and they didn't send any notification on the screen. So I'm just gonna go back to the saves point. I'm gonna pray to the stone. I'm gonna try to reset my shit. Oh, we already used the stone. That's not gonna fucking happen anymore, okay? There we go. This looks like this is in a whole new other area now again. I just don't know. This game is huge. Okay, that shit's about to wrap around. We're just gonna go in and see what the fuck we can see. We're gonna have to go around and go all up there. Seems to be like a lion den type area. We're gonna have to get the fuck up out of here because the poison is about to reach its maximum, and then we're gonna probably die. So try to make it back to the save point and get up out of here. So this is pretty much it for the review. We're gonna go like maybe 4 more minutes because I wanted to cover the co-op. So when you teleport back to the town, they put you here semi in the middle of this epic symbol. Once again, look for these symbols. They're spread across different maps. I don't know what we get when we collect them all, but they're spread across the maps. Once again, if you have the Japanese version, you plan on getting the Japanese full game, as you know, for the demo, you can transfer your game save. So it's pretty much going to be the same thing in the United States. So I can't wait for us to get the United States demo, and then I can do this whole shit all over again and actually know what the fuck I'm doing. Because even though it doesn't have English subtitles, this is a game that I could not care less. Like, this game not having English subtitles, it doesn't matter. I want to let you guys know that this demo got released today in Japan. So if you even got a Japanese account to play this, you can understand why there are so many people online with so many different online accounts. So this is the online co-op. As you know, they have version up there, version 1.0.0. So it hasn't been patched, and they're not letting me join. Let me go see if there's anybody else I can join. Room 51. Let's see if they let me in. Yes, they let me in. So not going to carry on for much longer. We're not going to go into a match with these guys, which I'm just showing you the proof that the online co-op does exist. Of course, my name is one of the ones in English. That person has an English name as well. And they have some nice armor on, I gotta say. I didn't really get that armor. I don't know all about that. Okay. These people are inside of each other. Yeah, it seems like both of them have sword and shields. One has a real awesome looking one. The other one seems to have the same one I have. This chick has the fire chain whip. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so she has the purple sword and shield, which means she has the spider sword and shield. She got it from that spider we fought in the beginning. So she looks like she's about to leave. Okay, she left. So once again, online co-op, very similar to Monster Hunter. You would stand at this door. You would accept. You'll wait for whoever is in control of the shit to make a mission. But unlike Monster Hunter, you have the rest of the town to explore while you're waiting. You can go to any of these vendors, upgrade your weapons, buy materials, of course. You can go to even inside of your house if the fuck you want. There's nothing really here except for this armor set that you can change your armor. So as I didn't cover this, but you have the ability to show your helmet or not. You can still wear it at all times, but it's up to you if you want it to be displayed. So the whole game I didn't have it displayed, but now you can see it's displayed. Okay, so they picked a mission. I'm not trying to be too long with this, but we're just gonna start whatever mission they did, and we're gonna just. I just want the proof to be out there that I covered this, I reviewed it in full, and you guys can see it. So once again, online 4-player co-op, still open world, as you can see, and this is the way it is. Somebody logged out or lost connection. So you see what's going on here? You see what's going... Who the fuck? What is that? She has some sort of thing around her. I don't know what that is. What the fuck? Oh, what? There you go. We gotta fight this boss. This is gonna be the end of the review after we fight this boss on co-op. This must be what we're here for. I would only hope, because I can't read this shit. It looked like we should waste no time fucking this guy up. Not with all of us here. It's funny how I think I'm a badass with this armor set, and there's people with better armor and weapons than me on this beta alone. Sorry, on this demo alone. I'm calling it a beta. It's a demo. But a very, very lengthy demo, as you can see. If you can literally play this demo without completing it longer than you can for Quantum Break. And that's funny. I don't want this to be the cornerstone of what this review is about, but it's amazing that there are demos out here that are like this, that have a lot of content. Open world, online co-op. Is he dead? What up? He's still alive? I'm very confused. It looked like he's supposed to be dead. No clue. No clue. Not a single one. They're still getting materials. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This video review is going to only be 30 minutes, so don't worry. Was there another boss we were supposed to fight? Oh, there's two of them. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, did it glitch or something? I was wondering. Hopefully we can beat him before 30 minutes. That would be a nice finish to this. Don't even do it. You lost your stomach. We just cut that shit off. So this, unlike the other Toukidens, there was a lot of pieces to the body you could cut off. He's kind of slim and smaller, so you can just cut off the front half of his stomach. Looks kind of nasty, but... And there we go. All done. Countdown has commenced. We are done with the online co-op portion of this review, as well as the single player portion of this review. Different bosses, different missions on the co-op. Amazing game.